Alrighty, we are live, finally. Had a little bit of trouble there with the old Twitch connection there, guys, but seems to be sorted out now, which is a lovely jubbly. So we're just going to jump into the Super 3 room and see what those guys are up to. Doing a bit of the old qualifying at the moment, I think. Alrighty. What have we got going on in here tonight? Let's have a bit of a look. Start there with... You do everything all over again. Alright, now we should be right. There we go, now we're cooking. Maybe. See if I can see some of the other guys now. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Just took a little while for it to get going. Alrighty, so I'm just going to quickly go through the grid here. Looks like Drifter there, the VIP Pet Foods BMW, Little Black in the Rabble Racer Ford Mustang. Good to see that car back on the track. G-Man there, he's back in the Vortex BMW again. He's really made that car his own this season so far. Likewise with Popsy God in the Kmart Racing Hyundai. Hank Brody's up next there, Cool Drive Aston Martin. There's Kenny from the Cosmos, WPS Racing Mustang. I don't know if these guys are in order or not. We missed most of the qualifying session, so pretty interesting race for us to watch from the start there. There's Dugga Dugga there in the pits. You got Sinister in that stunning looking Timken Racing Aston Martin. Geez, I love the colour of that thing. It looks absolutely unreal. Major Tom, he's back in the Sega Racer for Mark Scaife there. The old Gibson Motorsport livery, I do believe. Josh Locke's back in Big Kev. See, these guys have all taken a liking to particular liveries now, so it's great to see. This looks like they're sorting each other out. Okay, now host tonight for Super 3 is Noble there, and he's just called the safety car, so these guys will meander their way back round to the home straight, and we'll line up behind Noble in the Super 3 safety car there in the bright blue. See if I can get my camera angles right again. Look at that, he's remembered them. There we are. Alright, so we've got some people dropping in. Shane Sky, DJ Brain, Dadson. Ghost is in here. How you going, mate? Fast Jet. Let's get a bit of a race on tonight, guys. What do you reckon? So we're going to watch this one. These boys here at Dragontail Gardens, and we're going to do a little shimmy over to Brazil and catch up with the Super 2 Group A boys having their shot into Interlagos. I'll be joined in the box by special guest commentator. It's going to be pretty sweet. Really looking forward to that one, actually. It looks like what I can see there, looks like Fine Moves is on the front row, but it's hard to tell at the moment. Judging by pre-qualifying practice, I'm pretty sure OTT's got the pole position, but I could be surprised. Good evening, Dadson. Terry, how are you, mate? Scooter 82, hopefully this should be a good race. This should be a great race, mate. These guys are really having a crack. Alright. Here we go, approaching the final corner, so the safety car just drop off there to the right out of the way. Let these boys go for a bit of a grid up. Maybe. Sort of. They've almost got it. A little bit of confusion there from some of the guys, but we got there in the end. Alrighty guys, let's go racing. So Fine Moves is going to start from pole with OTT right beside him. Keen from the Cosmos out of row 2 with Drifter. This is going to be great. These front two rows are really, really quick. Alrighty. Let's get ready to go racing, guys. Fine Moves clean away from the line there. OTT on the outside there. Drifter's got a good start out of row 3. Kenny shot back a little bit. Great start from there from Little Black there in the Rebel Mustang as well to take the position 4. Oh, Huddle in the background was a bit out of shape there. Fine Moves has got just an absolute rocket start there. He's just blown away. See you later, guys. And they all go through there. Just nice and there. Look at that. Very clean so far. Wonder if we're going to see the same amount of cleanliness from the Super 2 boys tonight. Alright. Running down to their hairpin there. I can't remember the corner names, guys. It's been an awful long time since we've raced here, so I'm going to have to do as best as I can. I'm on the back straight now. Fine Moves is still leading the way. He's 1.4 seconds clear of the field. He's had a great start. Second position so far. We've got Drifter there. And he's got his old sparring partner there. OTT right in his back bumper. Tuck back on the straight. That's lap 1 complete. Is OTT going to have a look into turn 1? He's going to have a look. Hyundai's good under brakes. Down the inside. Nice move. Holds him out nice and wide too to get that crisscross under control. Great bit of driving from both drivers there. Good work. Drifter's going to try and go up again on the outside, but it's not where you want to be heading up through there. Oh, OTT runs a bit wide. Nice driving, guys. Well done. Oh, Kenny there. 5th position with a penalty. That's no good. Back up to the little battle here so far. OTT versus Drifter. That's a good looking car, Moff. It's a great looking car. Let's put him back on screen for you. There he is. Look at that. That there, for those guys that are uninitiated, that's the Moff's old ride from season 3. Clinty Go-Go's in the house. Good evening, mate. Alright, back to the front. Fine Moves stretching his lead up to 2.7 seconds. He is absolutely flying at the moment. Tell you what, there's going to be some supercars teams that I want to sign him up shortly, I can guarantee it. OTT's holding on to second there with Drifter right behind him. Little Black there in P4. Kenny's in P5 still. He hasn't quite raced so far from Kenny. But as we've seen so far, he can really look after the car. Popsy God, position number 6. Josh Locke there in 7th as well. Hank Brody in 8. Deals are inside the 10 at the moment, guys. Great to see. He's got his teammate right behind him there, Shady FMX in 10th position. So both the two of the Devil cars are in the top 10. G-Man in 11th. Major Tom's currently 12th position, and Sinister currently in P13. A little bit off the back of the pack at the moment. Back up to 5 moves. He stretches out to 3.4 seconds. He's not wasting any time at all, is he? Crikey. OTT still in second. Drifters looks like he's still on the hunt here though. We'll keep an eye on these two for a bit longer. It's one of those tracks that sort of plays into the Hyundai strengths of it. There's a lot of big stops. Some little tight kind of corners that really play into what the Hyundai's good at. Here we go down the straight. This is where the BMW can really stretch its legs. Big power from the BMW. Fairly good brakes on it too, so she'll pull up here quite nice. Which runs a little wide. Looks like he just gets away with it. Field is spreading right out though, guys. Big gaps between the cars now, 3 seconds or more. Here you go, D. I'll put him back on the screen for you, even though he's winning by a mile. There you go. Preston High BMW. I do remember 5 Moves did start Season 4 Super 3 in an Aston Martin. He's moved across to the German. Hasn't really looked back. He's been very, very fast so far. I can't wait to see that, Scotty. It sounds like a very interesting room. So we've got a bit of a fight back there, further back to give us that 7th place. There it is. So we've got Hank Brody, Josh Locke and Dilzer getting up in it. Nice work, Dilzer. He's got up a spot. That's 8th. Love this man's enthusiasm. Always ready to have a crack. Oops, a bit wide there, Dilzer. That's it. Hold on to it. Nice work. Oh, Josh Locke there. Just touches the grass inside there. He's going to lose his run up the straight. Is he going to look down the inside of Dilzer? There'll be a big dive from 0.4 seconds back. Not quite. Doesn't quite have enough in it. Go back to the battle for second. Oh, it's just starting to close up a little bit. It's down to 2.7 seconds now from 3. But it looks like the lead gap's starting to come down a bit too now. OTT's starting to go after 5 Moves a bit. Yeah, 5 Moves is very quick, the racer. He's a very, very quick operator. Ever since he's went to the BMW, he's just found another gear. Great to see. Great to see that the skill level, even in the support category that is Super 3, is still there. These guys are showing what they can do, taking this very seriously. These cars are exactly what we drive in the supercar series now. Tuning's open, so these guys get to pick the car they want to race, and once they've sorted out what they want, they can go and do all their tuning themselves, like any other category does. So this really sort of stretches the legs of a casual Thrillhouse racer. And you can see the guys that have been putting in the effort. So 5 Moves, OTT, Drifter, Kenny, those guys have been putting in the practice laps now, and you can see all the difference too. Watching them race now, watching the laps, they're really, really quick. And it shows that they really, really want to get into the main championship series. And for people like these guys here, it's something that's a real possibility of it happening very shortly, because this pace is just unreal. There's the Hyundai up there, D, don't worry. Solid P2. OTT's doing everything he can to try and chase down 5 Moves, but 5 Moves just got that BMW absolutely hooking along. It's about to get the gap out past 4 seconds again. This is a fairly short race though, so we might see some tyre wear coming into play. This is where technically the first race we've had on the new tyre wear model, so these guys are really the pioneers for us now. Alrighty. So to go through the order again, we've got 5 moves there leading the way. OTT is currently in position number 2. Drifter's in 3rd there with a 5-second gap over Little Black. Kenny from the Cosmos having a quiet one in 5th there. Hank Brody shoved up to 6 OTs. Grabbed Popsy God at some point there. There's Popsy God there in 7th position. Josh Lock there currently running in position number 8. Shady FMX is running in the 9. G-Man out of 10. And a fairly big gap back Dilzer. I think he may have already pitted. Looks like Sinister's coming down the stretch now in 12th position. Major time in the pits currently 13th. So back to the leader, fine moves, 5.5 seconds clear of the field now. Must be thinking about a pit stop shortly. This is the halfway point of the race. Sneaking, grab some fresh tyres, maybe a lick of fuel. In he goes. What's OTT going to do? Is he going to cover him off? He does that. Exactly that. Drifter doesn't. Drifter's like, nah, I'm going to go around again. Stuff this. Look at the fuel saving OTT though. 11 more in the tank over fine moves. That's going to pay big dividends through that stop. Little Black's gone around again. Kenny's gone around again. How's the race out the pits looking? Oh, it's close. It's very close. Hank Brody didn't quite get him. So at the moment, OTT is only 1.3 seconds off the back of fine moves now. This is his chance to pounce. He needs to get on the back bumper of that BMW Quick Smart, especially with the Kenny car in front there that's on older tyres. Listen to Kenny feather that throttle on the Mustang. You can just hear it out of shot there. Okay, so 5 moves there currently. P4, effective race leader. OTT right behind him there. OTT's caught up a lot through that stop. Pulled almost 4 seconds in. Oh, 5 moves has a big look. Oh, big slide. That one's going to hurt the exit. Here comes OTT. Probably right there, racer. He was a lot lighter going in though, so he had to put more fuel in whether he liked it or not. OTT had a really, really good fuel save for the first stint. Kenny's not making this easy for him. We're going to pass him, boys. Do it the hard way. Will he go in? Doesn't look like it. No, stays out again. Look at the grip for 5 moves as they enter the straight though. He's just hauling up there on the outside. Kenny's going to block down the inside. Make him go around the hard way. OTT's loving this as he catches up. Taking chunks out of 5 moves here. Oh, 5 moves would be hating life right now. Tyre compromise Mustang in the way there. OTT's loving this though. Doesn't have to overspend the car. He's caught right up to 5 moves now. He's right on him as they go almost side by side through there. That would have been dangerous. Pressure's on now. 5 moves. OTT does not like to muck about. Tell you what though, Kenny's doing a great job with that Mustang on worn tyres. 5 moves, there's another look. Oh, Kenny shuts the door again. Big slide on exit. That was a great shot from the cameraman there. Alright, 5 moves is having a look now. He's going to get him down the inside. This will be it. OTT tries a really wide entry. He's trying to get a good run. He's still going to clear Kenny though. Kenny's giving 5 moves a big hurry up there. Really leans on the back bumper. Look at the grip difference from the BMW though. That thing is just planted. Kenny's car's starting to wiggle. OTT is still in with a shot here too. Can he get a run into the first corner? He does. Down the inside. Great move. Gets him back to P3. Who's still out? Drifter's still out. That's interesting. I don't know how Drifter's doing up the front there. He's come around to start lapping some cars now. Exactly right there, Hijacker. If Drifter's not stopping, he'd be loving the fact these guys are fighting for position in the background. They're slowing each other up. That's a brave run though, 14 laps around here without stopping. Whew. Especially in the BMW. That'd be a pretty good drive. So 5 moves has managed to take OTT off again. He's just found another gear that at the moment at 5 moves, he's just got that little bit of an edge. OTT's currently P3. Hoping the drifter pits. Kenny there still hanging on to a very solid position number 4 so far, so great job. He hasn't pitted either yet, guys, so that's another guy we've got to keep an eye on out of the back of our mind. And back to Little Black and Popsy God starting to catch up to the back of him now too, so there might be positional change for 5th. Okay, drifter goes round again. Drifter won't stop now, surely. Yeah, the guys are split on your calls now. Some are saying Drifter's going to win, some are saying 5 moves going to reel him in. It's going to be interesting. Pop a bit of Hank Brody on the screen for you for a second there, bud. There you go, mate. There he is. Inside the 10. Doing a good job in the big Aston. Not her favourite track. Looks like he has that wheel under control though. Back up the front. 5 moves. Starting to take time out of Drifter now. He's down to 7.2 seconds. Needs to do it faster than this though. He's running out of time. There's Drifter right down the other end of the straight. .9. He is catching him pretty quickly. He's pushing hard too. You can tell by the attitude of the car that he's starting to push this really quickly now, really hard. Down to 6 seconds. He's going to break 6 seconds as he hits the line. Oh, he's really wide out of the last corner. That could have ended in tears. I've seen many a guy pitch the nose into the pit wall from that kind of exit. So currently 6.3 seconds off the back. He'll make up a lot of time down through here though, where he has the grip advantage. Drifter's going to have to start nursing that car now. Those tyres will be really second hand by now. He's got traffic trouble again too. Looks like the Timken car's just ahead. Alright. Drifter's down to 5.4 seconds. He needs to clear this lap car very quickly. He cannot afford to get stuck behind it. Give him a flash of the lights. Let him know you're there. The gap's inside 5 seconds now. 5 moves is coming. A couple of bites on the cherry there for Drifter, trying to get it to turn in. That's a one really unhappy BMW at the moment. Oh, it's not where you want to catch traffic. He's going to go with the wide entry. Nice job there for the lap car. Just lift off and get out of the way. Great job. Gap's inside 4 seconds. Here comes 5 moves. Here he comes, guys. 3.6 seconds. He's closing. 2 to go. Drifter's got more traffic trouble coming up ahead too. Oop. That one. Go on board with 5 moves a bit. See if you can clear this traffic. Not now. It's not where you want to catch traffic. Excuse me, sir. Great job. Out of the way. That's it. 2.9 seconds and closing. You can see him now. You can see him quite a lot. There he is there, trying to get around the Devil Motorsport car. This is going to be close, guys. This is going to be very close. 5 moves needs to get around this Devil car very quickly. Cannot afford to get caught up. Drifter's car's limping. You can see it. Alright, down the back. One little last complex to go, and then we're going into the final lap. Oh, look how slow Drifter is through there. He's having trouble pulling her up. He's got no grip left. This is going to be really close. Fire moves this. Oh, you can taste it. He's coming in now. He's coming in close. Gaps inside a second. Last lap. Oh, Devil Car might play a factor here. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Oh no! Oh, that could have ended in tears. Oh dear. 0.6 of a second. Tell you what, if Drifter can pull this off, it's oh no, he's gone! He's gone off! Oh no! He ran out of grip. Fire move skids through. That's it. She's over. Oh no. Oh, Drifter would be hating that. You can tell in the background too, the car's got no grip left at all. Looks like he's going to be able to clear OTT still, so it looks like Fire Moves is going to win it. On the back straight now. Fire Moves has got a pretty good lead. Drifter's 1.7 seconds ahead of OT2, who's he's closing. It'll be a big ask from here though. That's a big gap to pull in a couple of corners. I'm sure he's going to have a crack at it though. Look at how much he closes through there. Drifter needs a quick tight exit out of the corner here. Just get it nice and tight through the final corner. He should hang on. Fire Moves wins it. Drifter there with that insanely long stint. Runs it all the way to the flag. OTT just in third position there. Almost got there in the end. Kenny from the Cosmos there is going to finish fourth. Very quiet race from Kenny tonight. But just plugged away. Got it done. P4. Little black there. Fifth position for the Rabble car. Great to see. Hank Brody there in position number 6. Feels a little spread out now, but we're getting there. Great job. Popsy God there with a late run for 7th. Here comes Josh Locke. About to put a lap on the Sega car. Going to get away with it right on the line. Here comes G-Man. Position number 9. Another quiet race from G-Man. Shady FMX. The last guy on the lead lap. Finishes in the 10. Solid finish. What do you reckon of that, guys? That was a pretty interesting finish, wasn't it? Drifter. Fire Moves was too good. Tell you what, mate. You did a bloody good job to try and get that car all the way in like that. That was a fantastic effort. Just didn't have any grip left by the looks of that. Great drive. Alright. And that there, guys, is Super 3 from Dragentail Gardens, the reverse course, because everyone likes going backwards around Dragentail. So I will jump back out of this one in a second. Look at that though, the sweep from Fire Moves. Pole position, fastest lap, clean race. He's even got his own race suit on, isn't that nice? Just going to save that replay, just in case I need some photos. We're going to leave the Super 3 boys there. Great job tonight, guys. Very good race, especially the end. That was fantastic, that ending. Really, really love it. And we're going to make a hop, skip and a jump over to Brazil and catch up with my co-commentator. Are you there, mate?
Good evening, I am here.
There we go, guys. It's Mr. Excalibur in the box tonight. How's that one for a bit of a surprise?
How's it going, Thrillhouse? Welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting qualifying underway.
Awesome.
Right now.
Oh, don't do this to me now. Come on. Come on, let me in. Please. It's thinking really hard. Doesn't want to let me in the room. Here it comes. Oh, thankfully. That was close, guys.
Had a few technical issues tonight, so that's
just a
part
few.
of the course.
I've got a question for you, Mr. Excalibur. Guys would like to know what jacket you chose for the night.
What jacket?
Yeah. For your commentary box.
I'm not sure what you... yes, of course. I went for the off-white
good.
this evening. Referring back to the 12th Man, bit of Richie Benno as inspiration for my first evening in the commentary box. Just tossing up between the white, the off-white, the ivory, the beige, and the bone. I've forgotten the order there, but you know what I mean. So here we are. Qualifying has started. I've changed the time of day for everyone just to keep everyone on their toes, and we've seen some pretty interesting times out of a few people tonight. So, how was Super 3?
They're freaking out because they go, "What's the go with the time? Why is it dark?"
Right.
Oh, I love a curveball.
Yep, that's it. Everyone's on the same page.
Alright, so we'll go through the runners then. So currently leading the way, we've got Dan, who's been an absolute force in Super 2 so far this season in that counterpunch Hyundai. Counterpunch, yeah, it is counterpunch. Takes me a while to get around the CP Motorsport guys, there's a few of them. Glazer, on debut for Supercars, Super 2A. Was hanging around Super 2B for the first couple of rounds, managed to score himself enough points, got the promotion. Going to be really keen to really start punching around up here. Scotty, he's going to be really keen for a solid race after having a little bit of a misstep at Suzuka. Still finished on the podium, but the win was right there for him. And just made that last minute mistake, which cost him the win. But I'm sure he's keen for another big run. Look at these Penrite boys. There's another one, Berry. These guys are having a real crack at the moment this season. Both the cars so far really, really high up. Berry showed lots of pace in the Suzuka round and was keeping up with Dan for most of the race. So looking forward for another really strong performance from these two boys. Luminous. Jandal, big boss man. A bit of a quiet season so far. They're still going on about the time. Love it. It's overcast and qualifying, guys. Get over it. Yeah, Luminous has just been quietly going about his business at the moment. So he's one of those guys who just punches around. He should be good for a good top 10, I'd say. Subaru, one of the standout guys from the last couple of races. Got the last minute call up. Shows up and gets the top 5. Thanks for coming. You know, no problem at all. Just cruising, getting himself a decent points. Oop. There we got Flat Stick up next. Guys are starting to get better qualifying. It's going to put me out of order. One of our OG Thrillhouse members. Hard working admin that he is. Got his own team this season, so part of the CP Motorsport. He's now got Cornerstone Performance, and they're sticking with the BMWs from last season. So he's pretty accustomed to his car this season, old Flat Stick. Black Dynamite in the Ragged Edge BOC Aston Martin, so the sister car to Scotty. Good to see both these boys back up and about it. Black Dynamite had a pretty quiet run at Suzuka. He was off the back of the field for a bit of the race, and off memory, I think he might have stumbled into the top 10 right near the end. I could be wrong though, guys. Has happened before. The Bad Doctor. This guy's pretty keen for this race. This is his favourite circuit. Loves Interlagos. Can't understand why. But he's been really keen putting in the practice laps for the last couple of weeks. So he's looking to finish up around near the podium somewhere, I would assume. Really keen to have a crack. Alright, let's just have a quick look at if we're going to see anyone else. GFL, the second of the Revolution boys. These guys are on fire so far this season. Absolutely going off. Really, really strong team so far, and it's great to see both these guys in the Super 2 Group A now. GFL's actually had some really good finishes so far. Right up around the point end of the field. So keen to see him have a bit of a crack around here today too. Grim Death in the Vortec Racing Castrol BMW. Had a disastrous race at Suzuka where he caught a spinning car early in the race and just totaled himself. A big crash. One of those wrong place, wrong time kind of guys. He'd be hoping for a nice solid start again tonight. Get in the rhythm. He's a very solid race driver. Once the race gets going, he can pick off people that make mistakes really well. Really solid. Probably looking for definitely top 10. I'd say probably the top 5 they'd be hoping for tonight. Filthy in the second of the Cornerstone BMWs. Harvey Norman this time. Had a bit of a chat to him earlier in the week. He's not really super confident, but from what I've seen so far in practice, he's been pretty quick. So as he goes up one position there to position number 11, and then Daz jumps him into 10. A couple of these guys here are probably holding their cards a bit close to the chest, saying, you know, look, I don't think I'm going to be that good, mate. I don't think I'll be that fast. And then they'll come in and just suddenly bang, top 10. Then we got Dazza. Really quiet operator, Dazza. Punches around the top 10. Ex-Devil Motorsport. He's gone to Cruiser Motorsport this season in the SP Tools Mustang. So this is the sister car for the Goodmont, who's been going really well so far. He's actually out of this race tonight. He's had to step away for the night, so he's going to be rolling around with me next week in Super 2 Group B, which is terrifying. Anyway, how's the room been going tonight so far, mate?
So far, everything has been fairly smooth. I thought I'd give you an opportunity to run through the field there. Scotty has been the quickest over the course of the evening in his Aston Martin, with Berry on his pretty closely on his heels. So I thought maybe we might see a different manufacturer at the front of the field this evening. But at the moment, we've got the Aston and a couple of Hyundais at the front. So very interesting so far. We're approaching 10 minutes or 12 minutes of qualifying to go. So where are we now? Scotty's sitting on a best lap of 1:29.8, which is about half a second away from where I saw him get to in practice. But so far, the order is what would be expected from free practice, unless there are a couple of guys who've been just sitting in the pits and sandbagging their times. I think we can expect to see this result stay fairly similar.
Very good. Look at those two counterpunch Hyundais, second and third on the road at the moment. They're not wasting any time, are they?
No, absolutely not. Half a second between them. Much like the real Penrite cars on track. Dave and Anton Pasquale, they're doing quite well. Life imitating art.
Still got questions coming on the time of day. You've really freaked these guys out throwing a curveball in like that. They're all freaking out.
What are they doing watching the stream? They should be focusing on qualifying.
That's true. Good to see Black Dynamite up there again. Look at this. It's Ragged Edge, counterpunch, Ragged Edge for the top 4. Lockout from 2 teams so far, guys. It's one of the first times I've ever seen that, I think.
Ragged Edge have really hit, this is their first season in Thrillhouse, they've really hit the ground running. They've had some great results, so it's great to see them doing really well. Troy, the team boss, has been doing a great job getting the Aston up to speed. And
absolutely.
They seem to be working quite hard on the tunes. The cars look pretty tidy on track, and Scotty's obviously doing a great job up front there with Black Dynamite. Another Thrillhouse newbie doing quite well also. So great to see.
Oops. There's your first commentator's curse for the season. Love to see it. There he goes. He's gone big time.
Commentator's curse, it's real.
There it is. Welcome to the club. We've got jackets. Dadson says, "Hey, boss."
Safe rejoin though. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, you know, the Ragged Edge Aston Martins have been pretty much the pace setters for Aston so far this season. They've been really quick. And,
Is there much of a technical alliance between the Ragged Edge Aston Martins and the Blacklight Aston Martins?
Well, there was, but then certain things happened in round one, and I think Supercars Group B really muddied the waters for the Aston room a bit.
For the uninitiated and those who didn't see that race, for anyone who's new to Thrillhouse, we had quite an eventful race in round one for our Supercars B group, with a couple of on-track incidents that were not too well received by a couple of drivers. So we've seen a bit of an Ambrose versus Murphy fight sort of come together here, and a bit of a rivalry. So far everything's been okay, but looking forward to seeing that on track next time as well.
There you go, guys. I fixed it.
Very
Sorry.
Interesting.
As fast as lap wasn't on the screen. There we go. I fixed it. Is that better? Sorry, guys. There you go. Currently crossing the 12-minute mark now, so we're about to hit the happy hour segment of the night where these guys will go and get some fresh boots. Captain slits into the chat there. I love it. That's a nice way to put it.
I'm all about the love, Captain. I'm all about the love. G'day, Dadson. How are you? In chat, saying hello. Good to see you on board, mate.
Well, so far, she's close now. 5th position. Super rude. Almost spoiled the party for the Ragged Edge boys.
Oh, look at that. 3 thousandths of a second.
He's on a fresh outlap at the moment, so getting some new boots up to speed. And here's Glazer on a quick one coming down the straight now. Is he going to cross the line any faster? 130 flat. Stays 6th. The Bad Doctor's on a quick one at the moment. He's entering the complex part of the track. Flat Stick's on a fast one, entering the final turn. Stay a Flat Stick here at the moment. See what he's got in the bag. He's got, looks like Dazza there right behind him too, sucking that slipstream up as they come down the straight. Dazza will be loving that. Big fat beam of punching hole in the air for him. Does a 31 for Flat Stick. Didn't see Dazza's, we didn't go up. Filthy's on a best first sector. This is where it's starting to get fun now. Scotty's made the interesting move now where he's Jeff Ellis just jumped back the Bad Doctor. Oh, the Bad Doctor's gone to 4th, guys. There he is.
Well, he's found a second. That's a great lap.
Just pulls the trigger.
Very consistent times from the Bad Doctor too across the laps that he's done so far. Looks like he's got the track pretty well hooked up and feeling the rhythm.
He's a happy man in Interlagos, so I'm pretty certain he's going to have a fairly decent race if he can get through the first couple of laps pretty clean.
Actually, it's a great track, Interlagos. I love it.
Oh, Glazer just pulls the party.
First.
Glazer goes to 4th. So that bumps the Bad Doctor back to row 3. Great job from Glazer. What a lap from him. That was a great job. Showing GFL up at the moment.
Strong performance from the Revolution guys. They've really got that BMW hooked up, and they must be working well behind the scenes together with their tuning and practice.
Absolutely.
They've been the most consistent team this season. With I think they might have only missed one podium potentially. The rest of them have been at the top or on the podium, so can't argue with that.
I've seen that livery, Dadson. It's come along very nicely, mate. Just quietly, it looks very, very good. Not quite ready yet, but it's getting there.
No, it's still quite a few more hours to go into that new livery. We're getting there.
So Dan's still currently positioned. Oh, Barry's 3rd now.
Just going to give the guys a 5-minute warning right now.
Sweet. So the Bad Doctor's getting some fresh boots going back out. Oops, look out. Black Dynamite's on the fastest sector, going through 3 now. Coming along the straight, can he go better? 29.30. Not quite. Oh, he does get closer, doesn't quite go up. Can anybody touch Scotty on the top though? 0.4 clear of the field at the moment. He's got another quick one now. Here he comes. It's going to be another quick lap. Another 29. He's consistent and fast. Crikey, he's quick. There's Black Dynamite going. Backside of the circuit at the moment. Trying to see if any of those guys are on a quick one. JFL's on a quick one at the moment. He's a second off the pace, unfortunately. Reset and re-go again. What's Dan got? Really, really impressed with Dan and Berry so far this season. Great job to jump into a relatively fresh car for them too, because the CP boys were all in BMWs last season, so they've had to start from scratch with the Hyundai. He's on a good lap. Can he sneak a slipstream out of the Ragged Edge car in front here? This will be interesting. Probably not quite. I think he should improve along the straight though. Get a little closer to Scotty. Don't think he's quite got enough to get to him, but oh yes, great lap there from Dan. That might seal the front row. Where's Berry? Here he comes onto the straight now. Haven't seen his splits. I'm not sure where he's at. Looks like he's a little bit off the pace though. He's not quite there. What about Glazer? On an outlap.
No, he's into the pits running on vapour and he won't get around again.
The Bad Doctor's on a lap at the moment. Can he improve? Currently row 3. Good spot to start the outside of though. As we know, it's a very quick car off the line. If he can get a good start, he might jump a couple.
Be interesting to see what happens into turn 1. It's a interesting turn 1. Turns back quite hard on itself, dropping down the hill and then back to the right through centre S. So potential for a bit of door-to-door action there.
Exactly right. The Supercars A guys showed us how to do it. They all got through there very cleanly in their race. So I'll be interested to see if these guys can pull it off. Bad Doctor's very close to his best lap. How was his run up the straight? We're going to stay with him for a minute. He's very close to his best lap. Can he pull 100th of a second out and knock off the Glazer?
Fresh tyres with very little fuel, so it
That's a
should
bit
be
of a
a good
wiggle.
lap.
Not quite there. Not quite there.
Very close.
Like Dynamite's hanging around there. He's up to 6. He's on another good lap though. He's had a bit of an issue somewhere because he's lost a lot of time in the third sector. Yeah, 7 seconds. Second sector was green and third sector was +7. What have we got?
Subaru in 7's trying to put his lap together. He's coming through turns 6, 7 and 8 now.
Yep, Lardas right behind him as well. The Bad Doctor behind them. So the interesting thing with the two Alpha boys at the moment, these guys are both fighting for their vacant supercar seat. For Alpha.
It's a cage match in Alpha. Winner takes all and moves up to supercars.
Team principal Benny Doughton's decided to hang up the helmet for the rest of the season. Just he hasn't had the time to be able to get amongst it to his full ability, so he's doing the noble thing and trying to put one of his boys up a bit further and get one of the cars up to the pointy end a bit more. Give Mo a bit of backup.
We're approaching 30 seconds to go in qualifying right now.
So I reckon it's going to be these three coming up the straight now. Maybe the guy behind them as well. Nope, these two both go in, so they're over. Who else is coming up the straight? There's Flat Stick. Who's behind Flat Stick? Grim Death jumps up to 5th position at the end there too. Wow. Last minute effort from Grim Death. What a lap. Well done. I'm very impressed with that.
Well done, Grim Death.
Alright, that'll be the last car across the line now, I'm assuming.
That's it. Qualifying is done. The message is being sent.
Beautiful. The car on the straight's already backed off. Nice work.
So this curveball that I've thrown them with the change of time, I'm going to have to resolve that. So
you have to put some laps on too.
So
it's 14 laps tonight, I do believe.
Let's let's catch the qualifying timing results. Have you got them there so we can set the grid?
Do you want me to grab them for you, or are you right to grab them?
I should be able to do that actually.
I'll bring them up on the screen for everyone to see anyway. So at the moment, end of qualifying, Scotty there takes pole position with a 1:29.342. That's a bloody good lap. That's a very good lap. Dan there in position number 2, 1:29.9. And Berry there in third position. So again, the two counterpunch boys, they're really punched them over their weight a bit at the moment. Getting the Hyundais up and about. Glazer there in 4th position. And the Bad Doctor in 5th. Grim Death was 6th position in the end. Black Dynamite in 7th. Subaru qualifies Lardas for 8th. GFL in 10th. And Luminous, Filthy, Dazza, Flatstick. And then the bloke in the safety car. That's a very quick lap, guys. Very impressive. Alright, so there we go. Scotty there with his pit crew just hanging around, waiting to have a bit of a play with the car. Put some new boots on it. Alright guys, so you know the drill. Want your podium and your surprise driver of the race, please go. Hey Brewski, great qualifying there for Mr. Grim Death, ended up in P6.
Alright, so we've had a couple of guys, looks like they've left the room, so my qualifying order has been chucked out just a little bit, unless 30.7, okay, alright. Bear with me for a moment guys, setting the grid now.
You're right mate, take your time. We'll just talk about ourselves guys, won't we? We know how to do it. Noble's going, let's go CP. D says let's go CP. DJ Brain says Dan for the win. Richie Withers says Scotty, Dan, GFL. When did GFL qualify? It was a little bit down the order, so that's a big call. I like it. Drifter's going for Vortec. Go Death. Go says Scotty, Dan, Bad Doctor. Yeah, Bad Doctor's a bit of a dark horse here. I'm going to put on my slightly buddy helmet here and say, yeah, I think he's going to go pretty well. Bad Doctor there's just getting some chat in. Alright guys.
Okay.
Should be a pretty good race tonight though. These guys usually put on a pretty good race for us. Bit of excitement going along. Dadson says Dan, Scotty, Berry. So a lot of guys have got the counterpunch Hyundais right up and about. A lot of them are saying Scotty should be up there as well. Yeah, the race within a race there, Hijacker. Lardas and Subaru. Fighting for the coveted Supercars B seat. Oh, that's going to be great. Sinners is already called on driver of the day for Grim Death.
Well, he's done very well in qualifying there.
He has.
Putting it on P6.
That's a great qualifying effort.
Yeah, amazing. In this field, Super 2A has really stepped up a notch. So that's an outstanding outcome.
Love the helmet, by the way, Grim Death. Looks great. Just checking out the helmets as we go down pit lane, have a bit of a look at the cars. I'm really enjoying the amount of work the guys are putting into the helmets these days too. Like, a lot of these are done by the driver themselves. So it's great to see a lot of guys getting right behind it now and actually getting their own sort of style going now with their own little cartoons and bits and pieces.
Okay, so we're almost there with the grid. I sympathise with the race directors that have made mistakes with setting the grid order in the past, because it's not easy.
There's your Mustang there, Dadson. Mr. Dazza. He's your man tonight. He's the only Mustang in the field. All the Mustangs they got are out of Super 2 Group B.
I don't know how that happened.
The three guys have jumped back in the pits after being out. Captain says Scotty Dan TNT. Who the heck is TNT, Captain? Goodman's unavailable tonight, mate. So he's going to be running around next Thursday with me in Super 2 Group B. Oh, Black Dynamite. Yeah, okay, good call, Captain. I like it. That's actually a really good call. He's going to be right up there tonight, I think. He's been on the verge for the last couple of races. He's just been really unlucky at the start of the race, at Suzuka especially. So looking to see him really up and about. I have a feeling that you can throw a blanket over, say, 5 or 6 cars that could really be in with a chance to win this one. Again, too, these guys are the pioneer of the new tyre model as of the previous update. Thanks very much, GT. So, yeah, there's a lot of Supercars Group B guys going to be watching this race very carefully for tyre wear. So we'll be all over you tonight, mate, to let us know how we're going to go with that. What do you think tonight, chat? Do you think these guys are going to try and go all the way like the Supercars Group A guys did, or do you think they're going to try and sneak a pit stop in? That's the other one too with this 60-60 split. It's only a 14-lap race, so you can make it home on the starting tank. However, it is extremely brave. We saw a couple of guys do it the other night. It did work out alright for them, but I watched some of the replays back when I was doing the stewarding and watching the guys drive. They were not revving the car at all. I didn't even see the counter come up into the rev counter at all. They were short shifting so much to try and get the car home. Everyone's saying no pits. Everyone's like, nah, no pitting. Bad Doctor thinks he's got a 3-stop. That's different. Tyre wear has improved tenfold. D. Well, there you go. Because I haven't actually driven so far. Alrighty.
Okay, so we were 1:45 for the race time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, beautiful. I've got the grid order.
Did you add the laps?
Beg your pardon?
Did you add the race laps? Is it 14 laps? Nope.
No, I didn't. Thank you. I haven't once.
I've seen it happen a couple of times now.
Let's sort that out. Okay.
These guys are real
Apologies
freaking out
for
now.
the delay, everyone who's watching in the stream.
These guys are all freaking out. They're like, "What's going on? We don't know what's happening." Just double check your grid too once they've all logged back in to make sure it's right. Just because the room reset might have bumped it again. Yeah, we know, Dan. We're getting to it. Don't panic. They've got one hijacker. It's just this is a first time the Excalibur's have had to do this, and it's a bit of a short notice thing for him tonight. So it's a bit to take in on your first crack. It makes it a bit easier when there are people like myself that have done it for 3 seasons already, so we tend to do it with our eyes shut now. But
yeah, sorry about that, guys. The error with the timing sort of threw me, so I've been furiously writing down the times and trying to work out the order of the grid. And now that I've reset everything, I can't set the grid properly because not everyone's back on track. But we're doing that now. Okay. Scotty to P1.
make sure you enter yourself too, so you don't put yourself in the front row. That's awkward when that happens. I've seen that happen before. All right, we're nearly there, guys.
Berry to P3. We've got Glazer in P4.
Look at some of these cars. Now look at the paint on that Harvey Norman car. Vilty's there in the sun. Look at the metallic red. Oh, she was a bit overcast earlier, but now these ones are really starting to get a bit of a punch going on. I'm a bit of a fan of the BOC blue and white. Just saying. Yeah, a bit overcast for qualifying, but the sun's out now for the race, which is good to see. That's what we want. V8. So commentary team tonight is myself, the good doctor, and Excalibur is joining me for the first time. So don't be too rude. Make sure he feels at home so he comes back. Because this sucks doing it on your own. Just saying, guys. It's too much to do it on your own. You need someone else in the box with you. It's practically impossible. Look at these cars. They're all ready to go. These guys will be getting nervous now.
It's going to be an interesting first lap now that I've held everyone back so much.
Yep. Yes, it will. They'll be right, though. He isn't your captain. I agree with you completely, mate.
So we've got Scotty in P1, Dan in P2, Berry in P3, Glazer P4, Darkside out of P5, pardon me, SSL in P6, Subaru in P7, Black Dynamite P8, Lardass in 9th, 10th is GFL, Luminous in 11th, Filthy in 12th, Dazzler in 13th, Flatsick in 14th. Done. Okay.
Just set them on their way, so they're going to go around, and
beautiful.
That way you can get the safety car out once they come back around, and we can go for a bit of a lap, eh?
Sounds good. All right, go to track.
All right.
Okay, I've got a bit of time now, so I'll check that grid order again.
I did that all the time. So the thing people don't notice is they can't see what I'm doing.
I have a newfound respect for our race directors. This is not an easy gig.
Alright, let's just get rid of all this crud off my screen, because it keeps bringing it all up every time we change. There we go. Make sure that's all her race info's up. Sweet, that's the time in the bottom corner. We are giggling. Alrighty, so currently out in front we've got Dan and Berry. It looks like they're settling themselves out to a nice order already as well, which is good. So these guys are getting really good at this pre-race setup now. They're getting their cars all in order, and so Glazer's making his way towards the front now. Looks like Scotty's a long way back down the field at the moment. He's going to try and find his way through the field. Tell you what though, if I was Dreamers, I'd be happy as Larry at the moment. Look at those two Penrite cars. They're going to be second and third on the road as the race starts. Exactly what you want to see when you're a team owner. There you go. Here comes Scotty. So Scotty's assumed the lead. Come accustomed now to seeing the bright blue and white of the BOC car at the front of Super 2 Group A. Having a pretty good season so far, Scotty. One of our newish members. Popped in and has just been a force all season so far. Ragged Edge though, really quick Aston team. Going to be a quick team tonight. Expecting both their cars to be up fairly a long way up through the field. So the same with the chat. I can see those guys are all over the Ragged Edge cars, all over the two Counterpunch cars. We got Glazer there. Pesky BMW popped up into 4th position there, so he's looking to continue on with Revolution's season of form so far, with a podium finish again tonight, hopefully. Bad Doctor on his favourite track. Having a bit of a wiggle around there. Don't wreck those tyres, mate. You need those for the start of the race. Show off. Grim Death in an excellent late qualifying position into the top 6. Alright, we're just going to...
Cars on track.
Woohoo! Safety car! Yay! Let's go back from the safety car. Brought to you by Complete Angler Bentley. This is Big Bird tonight.
Up the field.
Look at that. I like this camera angle. Just sit back, look over the back wing. Watch these guys freak out as they're doing a bit of weaving in the background there. There's a big split in the field there too. The guys at 5th, 6th, 7th need to catch up. What do you reckon tonight, mate?
Test starts. I found that the safety car doesn't like the curbs quite as much as the race car does.
No, it doesn't. Who's your money on, mate? You Scotty's corner tonight? Are you looking at the CP boys?
Yeah, no, Scotty's going to be hard to beat, I reckon. Looking at his times, he's done very well. If he keeps it on the track, he's got to be a shoe-in. And the CP guys, the CP Hyundais will do quite well as well. I think Daz has got to be a smoky here, just because the Mustang is a good performer at this track, I think. So looking to see him come up from the back, but yeah, definitely looking to see what happens here. Okay.
Nice work.
Parked in pit lane.
Nice work. Okay, they're going to grid up. They're on the wrong side of the hills. The camera can't see them, but I know they're there. Oops. What's happened there? Safety car's freaked out.
It has.
These guys are sitting on the line going, what's going on?
Okay, I'm going to start the race.
There we go. Alright, guys. Super 2 Group B. Group A. Super 2 Group A. We're about to go racing, guys. It's going to be a wild one. Drifter called it. Safety car unsafe.
At least it's starting from the back of the grid.
That's always good. Here we go. This one's going to be a good one, guys. I can feel it already. Alright, they're waiting on the lights. The revs are rising. One of the beamers is revving the nuts off in the background there. The lights are out, they're gone. They're going, they're going. Oh, big wheel spin there from Glazer off the second row. Looks like Scotty's going to get a good lead into turn 1. The 2 CP boys are right behind him. Bad Doctor's up to 4th position, courtesy of Glazer just baking the tyres off the start there. So currently it's Aston, Hyundai, Aston Martin, Subaru with a great start up to P5. Excellent start from Subaru. Grim Jets held on to 6th position there. And Black Dynamite currently in 7th. Back up the front though, Scotty there's. He's down a 1 second lead by turn 4. He's going to be trying to break the field nice and early here. Oh, hang on, we've lost one in the background there.
Filthy's off at the back.
I think we lost the Bad Doctor too by the looks of the grid. I can't see him.
Yep, Grim Death, Filthy, and the Bad Doctor.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
Looks like Grim Death's nursing some damage too.
We lost Barry there too, right in the confusion. So Barry's got back to 7th position. Trying to get my bearings here, guys. So he's back to 7th. Glazer's up to 6th now. So that's elevated Black Dynamite up to 4th position. Subaru is currently 3rd on the road, guys. He wants that supercar seat.
What a start.
Alright, as they cross the line, I'm going to go back through the field here. So Scotty leading the way, 2 seconds clear of the field now. Dan's currently P2 with Subaru chasing him down in position number 3. Great start from Subaru. Black Dynamite with a very solid start there. It's currently position number 4. Glazer's recovering to 5th. He's got Berry there right behind him in position 6 though. Lardas there in 7th, and we've got a gaggle of cars back here. Look at these guys. So Flat Stick, Dazza, Luminous, GFL. They're all starting to battle around through the back of the field here. This is all the way down to 11th. Currently 12th position is the Bad Doctor. He would be hating whatever happened at the start of the race there. Looks like there's a lot of damage on the back of that Aston Martin. Look at that back bumper. It's hammered. I think someone might have escorted him off at they were going to turn 4 there. There's Filthy there in the Hyundai Harvey Norman BMW. Grim Death there. He's having a terrible season for starts at the moment. Another great qualifying effort goes down the drain. Back to the front. Scotty there.
We've got Black Diamond off at turn 6 with one of the Revolution cars as well. Glazer half full.
Glazer.
Also off, and he's a long way off too.
Yeah, he's trying to get her out of the grass now. Still trying to get her out of the grass. Understanding no traction control, wheel spin is a big issue on the grass.
You might be looking to change his name to Glass Half Empty after that.
Oh, wow. Okay, so currently we are Dan P2, Subaru P3. Barry's now back to position number 4. Lardas is P5. It's Hyundai's 2nd through 5th, guys. The Hyundais are coming. Wow. Flat 6 managed to get himself up to 6th position. Currently the leading BMW.
Off the back of the grid too.
Yeah.
Flat Stick, well done.
Leading BMW there for Flat Stick.
And he's got Dazza in P7 right behind him too, up from the back of the grid too. So Mustang is doing what I thought it might with a bit of pace, so which is good. Okay,
look, we've got Luminous and JFL here. JFL's going to try around the inside of Luminous here. On the run to 4. A little bit of touch there. Door handle to door handle. Is he going to have a look? Down the inside. Nice move there from JFL. Nice move. Really got that done.
Well executed.
Luminous is hunting around the back though. Is he going to have another look here? It'll be brave. It'll be brave. Yeah. Thought better of it. Tell you what though, I'm impressed with Subaru and Lardas so far. Great starts from those two.
Absolutely. They've certainly improved on their qualifying positions. Outstanding work.
Scotty there, 2.9 seconds clear of the field and walking away at the moment. Can anybody catch him? Dan currently 2nd. Subaru 3rd. The gaps are starting to spread out a little bit towards the front here now. Barry in 4th. Lardas is 5th, so very solid outing from the Alpha Motorsport boys. And then we've got that gaggle of cars.
7th.
Yeah.
The place to be at the moment.
Just got back to Flat Stick now. Looks like JFL starting hunting on these guys too now. He's trying to get himself a bit of a result. Oh, Daz goes really deep. He's trying to get that exit. He's in a straight line the second part. Look at that. Got that straight line through the second part of the corner. He's going to get a lot of speed onto the back straight. And Flat Stick going to cover. Surely Flat Stick will cover. Not quite. Dazza doesn't quite get up there, but has a bit of a look. They're both catching Lardas too at the moment. So these middle three, 6th, 7th and 8th, are starting to move up through the field very quickly.
Dazza should be good here through turn 6, 7 and 8, I would think, on the BMW. So it'll be interesting to see if he makes some pace here.
It's deep again. He's got that late turn in, right? And he likes the deep into the corner and turn in late.
Hang it right out and turn back in for the duckbill here.
Thanks to the bits, Drifter. Bits for my boy Death, who died lap 1. Oh no. Another race to go yet, boys. You can turn it around from here. Don't panic. You have to take the Good Doctor's unlucky award of the season so far, though, I think, because he's having a shocker for starts of the season. Gets himself up there and
GFL on the back of Dazza here,
he
up
is.
on the back straight.
It's on.
This is going to be big into turn 1.
Stuck his
He's
nose out.
all over him.
Wow, that BMW is quick in a straight line. He's trying to get around the outside. Not quite there. Daz goes nice and deep again though. Says, "No, sorry, mate. That ain't gonna happen." Jeff was like, "All right, we'll try again at turn 3." Great bit of racing. Nice little exchange from the boys there. Oh, here he is down the inside. Oh, Daz just gets away with that. That was close. I thought that was going to be Daz off on the outside there. Look at the Luminous and Black Dynamite right behind him here. 9th and 10th. Black Dynamite with a big lunge. Oops.
Contact.
Oh, Black Dynamite. It's going to bring the Bad Doctor back into it. So he's the top 10 he's looking for. On the run back to the podium. stay with these three for a minute because this looks like it's heating up a bit.
The Bad Doctor will be driving angry right now, you would think.
Yeah, but judging by the damage on the back of that car, I think he might be slightly upset with how that race started. Not going to speculate, but
We'll just see CMO on that one.
just click. Make sure you save your replays, boys. So back there, Flat Stick still going off GFL at the moment. GFL's on the charge though, isn't he? But look at this. Barry's got round Subaru, and now Lardis is on the back of him. The three Hyundais are all running line astern. This is the race inside a race here, guys. Lardis versus Subaru. Great job from both. Bit of a touch-up.
That's a very late move for a teammate on teammate.
Wow.
No team orders there. I think we can be safe to assume.
Yeah, I'm very safe with that one, I think. Yeah, Subaru's gonna have a look at Barry.
Flatstick has GFL all over him.
Oh, tries the under over, doesn't work. GFL under Flatstick. It's a big move through there. Nicely. Oh, bit of a door handle touch. Flatstick's not going to give this up anytime soon. Rubs him again.
On the outside.
Come on there, son. You want to go around? Go around the outside. Look at these two guys. They're not holding back at all, are they? Still side by side.
Oh, Flatstick, well held. Well done.
Nice work, boys. That's what we want to see. Bit of a rough round there, but you know, nobody went off the track. They're both still moving forwards. It's how you want to see it go.
That's right.
Can we get a tyre and fuel update on the fellas towards the front there, mate, if you would not mind?
We certainly can. We've got Scotty just over half a tank with his tyres in pretty good shape. A little bit more used than Dan in second place. Practically the same fuel numbers, a little bit worse on the Hyundai. Dan and Berry are identical. You can't split them on their tyre and fuel wear. We've got Subaru in P4 who is using the tyres much harder, and he's used a little bit more fuel. And we've got Lardas behind him, who's a bit better on tyres, but worse on fuel. Flatstick and P6.
They're still going at it. Look at them. They're still going at it. Flatstick's already covering.
GFL has been kinder on his tyres, so he should have a grip advantage going into these corners. Fuel numbers are the same, but GFL is definitely better for tyres, so watch for that. Dazza hanging behind, exactly the same sort of tyre wear as GFL. Black Dynamite, who's had his issue.
Good move, GFL. Great move, GFL. Oh, he's thrown it off. They got under control again. They're back under it. There we go. This
Dazza's enjoying the show from there.
He's a bit, isn't he?
Licking his lips with these guys fighting so hard over it. The halfway point in this race. Bad Doctor's tyre wear is similar to the rest of the field, but he has picked up a penalty in P10. But nothing else remarkable to report on the tyre wear for the rest of the field at the halfway point. So it looks like everyone will make it home without needing to stop. The Gran Turismo update for tyre wear is going, I think, for this race, going to take the tyre wear and pit stop strategy out of it. You'd be crazy, I think, to stop.
Someone just stopped. Who was that?
Doctor. Okay. Bad Doctor, I think you might be crazy, my friend.
I was like, who just stopped? Someone just stopped.
Is that the commentator's curse again? Interesting strategy there.
Right, the Alpha boys are still going at it. JFL's cleared. Flatstick now, he's going to go after these two now. So JFL's on the charge at the moment, guys. After absolutely baking the tyres off the start. He's keen on his redemption drive at the moment. He's going to try and grab these two guys now. Tell you what, if you get both of these guys here, you're up to fourth. Do you think the Bad Doctor's going to try and steal the fastest lap?
Well, I think that's all he's going to be able to salvage out of this. He's got Grim Death behind him, who hasn't pitted yet, so I think he's safe for not finishing in 14th here, but He's got half a tank of fuel and fresh tyres, so he's not going to drive back.
JFL just gets under Lardas there, went wide out of the last corner. Just goes, yep, thank you very much, I'll take that one. He's off after Subaru now.
GFL, the meat in the Alpha sandwich.
He's catching him quickly too here. He might have a look. Not quite close enough, but he's got right in the back of him through turn 1.
A lot of curb there from Subaru into turn 1 through the centre S.
Tell you what, looking at GFL's pace at the moment, he might be on for catching Berry as well yet. He might get on the podium yet, guys. Because Berry's not that far down the road.
He's been on the up in Super 2. He had a season that I think was below his level in Season 3 in Super 2 last year. But he is definitely on the move and certainly a contender for the top half of this field.
Absolutely. Sure. Well, the form really sort of turned around at the end of the season last year where he grabbed that win at St. Croix in the Enduro.
Yes, with possibly the qualifying lap of the season, I would say.
Yeah.
That was yeah, definitely a highlight of the season.
So good.
Fantastic.
Exactly how you want to do it.
All over Subaru's. Bit of Morse code on the back bumper. In the dipper, he's up the inside.
Nice move again.
Well done.
Wow. That's a race driver right there, guys. He set that up from a couple of corners earlier. Just unsettled Subaru enough. Just gave him a little tap, not enough to really push him off or anything, but just enough to let him know. Had him looking in the mirror. And as soon as he left that door open through, straight down the inside. Now, Kenny gets Berry 3 seconds in 5 laps. I'll tell you what, it's not impossible.
Unless Berry's just cruising across Subaru from a long way back into turn 1.
That was brave.
That was brave.
I reckon Jeff had to double check the mirror then. Wait, what? He's doing what?
And he's hanging on to him into the straight, which my Portuguese won't allow me to pronounce.
Yeah, I give up for this round. I'm like, yeah, I ain't going to try and pronounce the corner name. Sorry, guys. Oh, Jeff, wide there. Is that going to be a penalty? It'll be close.
He'd be okay, but he might have lost some pace. It's very slippery out there. Subaru's got to run up into 6-7. GFL very wide.
Does he use the carpet a bit much, guys, do you reckon? He's wide again.
Just missed that apex. Oh,
wasn't in the same
Subaru's
postcode.
Right in this.
Tell you what, this back to Subaru, back to Lardas down. Flatstick's going to be sniffing around very shortly as well. He's going to stick it into this little battle. Daz's not far away either, so these guys are all banking up now.
Oh, what a great battle.
Might have left Berry off the hook a little bit here. So
Absolutely.
Might have had the pace. Speaking of pace,
3.5 seconds up the road, and although he has lost some time, GFL's still catching on the main straight.
Speaking of pace, looking at Scotty right now, 3.9 seconds clear of the field and walking away with it. This guy is supercars pace, guys. Supercars pace.
No doubt about that. Dan, yes, 3.8 seconds ahead of Berry there as well. I'd say that podium is the top 2 steps are fairly well sorted for now.
I'm really impressed with Dan so far this season.
Very wide.
Dan's been one of the standout performers so far, I think, for the season. Really, really quick operator, and he's got that Hyundai just absolutely hubbing along nicely.
Oh, the battle for 4th and 5th is still on.
Subaru down the inside. Just caught that one. GFL's going to try and stick his nose back down the inside there. Look at this for an exchange, guys. That's all we want to see. Subaru's like, nah, I'm going to stay down the inside here. You're going to have to go around the long way. Subaru gets it back.
Great racing.
Oh, a bit of a tap from GFL to let him know he's still there. Love it.
Fantastic.
Look at this. Lardas wants a bit of this too now. GFL's trying to go to the outside.
Comes.
Oh, Lardas like, all right, I'm going to go to the inside then.
Oh, Lardas might come away from this, licking his lips.
Look at these guys! Look at these guys! Wow! Oh. GFL goes to 4th. Subaru's got to get shuffled down 2 spots out of that exchange. Lardas has grabbed him too. Under brakes into 1. How brave are the Hyundais? GFL goes right down the inside there. Oh,
Here comes Lardas.
Was that a penalty?
No.
Surely that was a penalty. How did he get away with that?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, what happened to Flatstick? He's gone. Bad doctor took the lap record, by the way, guys. Called it.
Well done.
So we lost Flatstick there somewhere. Because Daz has now appeared in 7th and Black Dynamite's in 8th. So while we're watching that exchange from these guys here, Flatstick's dropped off the back of him.
Flat Six picked up a fairly sizable penalty there coming into the.
Looks like Lardas has a penalty too, actually, because he just went see through for me. So Black Dynamite's about to grab Lardas here. Christmas time for Black Dynamite. So he's grabbed Dazza as well. So Black Dynamite's grabbed a couple of spots there late in the race.
Yeah, it's coming back with some speed. Ragged Edge Aston Martin's keeping up their form.
Alright, so I think the only battle really on the track now is for 4th, because Subaru's not letting GFL go any so actually. So that back there. Look at this for 6th. Wow.
Just as you say that.
It's on now, Lardas, Black Dynamite. Daz is going to go wide in the background there too. I think that's going to be a penalty for Daz, surely. Oh, Black Dynamite's trying to use the pit road entry as a bit of a...
He's got to run. Up the inside.
Too deep for the Aston, way too deep. The Hyundai's going to get a good run here. Hyundai's going to try and go around the outside, not quite. Tucks it in.
Oh, great racecraft there from Lardas. Well done.
Now what's he going to do now? He's going to fake to the right and then go to the left. Not quite enough.
Dazza didn't quite burn his penalty in the penalty burn zone there. He's just missed it.
Oops.
Well, it has come off now. That's okay. I think he made a fair effort.
Some of these penalties are pretty big. Cut penalties at Interlagos are huge.
It's a very harsh track.
GFL and Subaru are still going at it as well, guys, for 4th position. So while the podium's just scouted off and took away and sees later, guys, the rest of the field are really battling for it. GFL went way wide again there at the big late turn in again. He's battling that car to get it to turn in now.
Oh, and it's almost off again through the dipper.
He's fighting that car home. He's fighting it home. What Subaru got left in the bag?
For anyone who hasn't done this race, and with the settings that we run in these Thrillhouse cars, 13, 14 laps on one set of tyres, even after the update, is a big ask. So we'll be seeing these guys struggling to make their apexes and get through the corners and hold their mid-quarter speed. The BMW in particular, I think, might be struggling a little bit there.
Exactly right. We've got these cars to a point now where they're quicker than they're supposed to be, really, and it really stretches the tyre and fuel on them now to get them home in 14 laps. So these guys here will be feathering throttles now and starting to really baby the cars home.
Well, Scotty's on his final lap. He's on the red light. It's only just going to make it across the line. His front right tyre is looking worse for wear. More so than Dan. Dan has got much better tyre wear, but same or even worse, actually, fuel economy. So the Aston just sipping away at the front, but using the tyres a bit harder. Or Dan is very ginger on the throttle there through the last part of this lap. He's concerned he's not going to make it home.
Here comes Scotty.
Berry is right on him. He's right on him.
Here comes Scotty.
Going to be a race to the finish.
Scotty's going to win it. Thanks, Scotty. All right, back to these guys here. Dan limping home. He's trying. Weaving
to get the fuel in the tank.
Photo finish for the CP boys. Look at that.
Well done.
GFL has managed to get over Subaru finally into the race there. GFL's going to get home in 4th position. Subaru 5th.
Subaru's run out of fuel on the line too. Only just made it.
Oh, Lardas ran out of fuel. Flatstick's going to grab him for 7th.
Oh, he's bleeding positions.
Glazer almost gets them both. Lardas manages to just get over the line in 9th position. Filthy in 10th. The Bad Doctor's going to finish 11th. He'll be looking forward to the second race.
Fastest lap of the race.
Sneaks that fastest lap. It's some decent points at least. Loomis in 12th. Dazza in 13th. Looks like he's out of fuel completely.
He is out of fuel.
And Grim Death's car's in the pits for some reason. He's
May have given up on that race.
He's on lap 12.
He's 2 laps down.
Oh, that's odd.
May have had some technical issue there.
Alright, so now we're going to wait another minute 40 for him to exit the pits before we Grim Death so we can finish the race.
Talk amongst yourselves, everyone. What do we think of that race, chat? What have we got?
Well, most of the predictors were right. They said it was going to be Scotty, Dan, and Barry or whatnot, but they got the for the most part. Scotty fairly easily walked that one, I think.
Absolutely.
Save your replay for me, sir, just in case Mo Man needs it. I
think he will.
I think we can upload them anyway, can't we?
Yes, we should be able to. I have saved the replay and jumping into the race results. I'm just going to grab them down to set the grid.
Oh, yeah, just typing something real quick, so I thought I'd better mute myself because I know you guys that love listening to my keyboard click away. Just talking the Bad Doctor off a ledge. You'll be right, mate. Another race to go.
Okay, 7th for Flat Stick. 8th. I was going to call Glazer the optimist, but after that one, I may not go with that. So, Glazer in P8. Though good recovery from where I saw him in the safety car, being passed by the safety car on lap 1. I think P8 is a great result. Lardas in P9. Filthy P10. Another top 10. Quick shout out to Filthy as well while we're doing the results here. The headset I'm using to talk to you all came straight from Filthy, sent it to me for this very reason. So thank you very much, mate. One of the good guys at Thrillhouse and great clean racer too. So thank you very much, Ben.
Great job.
Indeed.
Does sound good 12. Too.
It's fantastic. It's a great headset. Dazza in P13, Grim Death in P14, and safety car. Okay. I'm just going to set the grid now.
Alrighty, and I'm back. Wouldn't be a Thrillhouse telecast if I wouldn't have to get up to my kids at least once or twice while we're trying to do this.
That dad life.
Well, normally I'm doing your job.
Should we give him a few minutes?
Yeah, just send virtual safety car out now. Just send them out. Let them do some laps.
Alright, let's do that.
That way they can go around, and while you're doing the safety car, while you're getting the grid organised, they can warm themselves back up. We'll go back to the live telecast of the cars exiting the pits. Some of them. Barry's going to be the race before the race, out first. Hey, just to get onto your thing there, Drifter, just tune in on Sunday, mate. Yeah, another race to go yet, guys. This is the 60-60 sprint, so 2 races in one night. Last season, one style. A lot of these cars are nursing some damage after race 1 though, I've noticed. A lot of rubbed up bumpers and scratched paint and all that jazz. I should ask Polyphony to move the hotkeys on the keyboard for me, because F1 to clear and then F11 to bring everything back that you want. So I can do an F1 and F2 just to make life a little bit easier.
It's all about that tenth of a second, isn't it?
Right. These guys are keen to get going. They've got the pace up a little bit now, which is good to see. Really interesting race this one. There's some interesting cars towards the front now too. There's a couple of quick guys going to be right near the back. Watch for Grim Death, watch for the Bad Doctor, watch for GFL. Dazzler there still in the pits. Can anyone touch Scotty this time though? They really need to get under him into turn 1. Someone's got to have a good start off the first row or second row. They cannot afford him to get clean air. If he gets to turn 3 or 4 away again, we might be in the same boat as race 1. Very, very fast operator at the moment.
Yes, no doubt about that.
What do you reckon, guys? Are we going to get pretty much the same as the first race, or do you reckon it'll be something different this time? Do have Black Dynamite hanging around though. He'll be starting out of row 3, so he'll be sticking his nose into business too, I reckon. It might be a bit different into turn 1 this time, because there's 4 Hyundais. So row 1, row 2 and half of row 3 are all going to be Hyundais, and they're not notoriously not known to get off the line very well compared to the big Aston and such. So if any of those guys bog down, I reckon Black Dynamite's going to be ready to pounce. But like we said for race 1, it's all going to be about how cleanly they get through turn 1. And they've got a lot of pent up stuff this time. So a couple of guys had some rough races race 1. So a couple of guys ready to make some moves for race 2. Might be some more aggressive driving this time. Keen to watch Flatstick and GFL, see if they can get their way up. Glazer as well. Filthy is in with a shot to get up the grid a bit more now with the BMW. There's a lot of quick BMWs towards the back of the 10 at the moment. V8 says Ragged Edge 1-2. I'll tell you what, V8, I hope so, mate. I reckon that'd be great. I'd like to see Black Dynamite really get up there and... Oh! That was an unceremonious stove off there in the background there. Bit of pre-race activity between Flatstick and GFL.
Okay guys, we're almost there. Grid is set, just double checking. Darkside Luminous, Dazzler and Grim Death. Okay, excellent.
Alright guys, safety car will be deployed any second now. And let's go racing again. Alright guys, hang on to your hats, we're about to go again.
Timed that pretty well actually, coming back around onto the straight now.
Yep. It's a long pit exit at Interlagos too, so that really spins you out after time.
Yeah, it does. That's suiting me quite well right now, if I'm honest.
Back on board with Big Booty.
Alright. Trying to keep it on track. Here we go.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking car.
Going to the Thrillhouse second best supercar, or safety car driver, I should say. Yeah. Quick shout out to Mikey, who is on holiday. maybe third or fourth best safety car driver in Thrillhouse. Hope you're doing well, mate. If you're watching, here comes the field behind me on the safety car lap.
Sweet. How terrifying is that in the mirror?
Well, in the practice starts, they gave me a bit of a bump. So
you think this
you're right?
Oh, Scotty's really keen to get going, isn't he? You think that looks bad? You should see what it's like for me having to do it in front of the Supercars Group A field with the likes of Terry and Brocky and Bass and Noble and all these guys coming up behind me. I'm like, I'm supposed to be in front.
I'm not on the wheel as well. I'm on the DS4, which I haven't done for a long time. So this is a terrifying lap for anyone who is watching.
Alright, we're about ready to go again, guys. Scotty to lead him away. He's trying to get under the safety car.
That's not going to work there, Scotty. Alright, here we go.
Good lad. There we go. Scotty pulls up on the right block this time. Look at these guys pulling up again. The Alpha Boys got confused. There we go. Now they're right. Nice work, guys. Oh, when they get the grid up right.
Yeah, well done, everyone.
Alright, guys. Will it be a repeat of race 1? Will there be something different? Scotty to start from the front.
Can we get through lap 1 cleanly?
Alrighty, lights are on. Long hold. And we're racing. Great start from, I can just see Black Dynamite there from row 3 with a jet start down the inside. Scotty's just walking away from the field again off the grid. But look at Black Dynamite down the inside. Can they all get through turn 1 nice? He's touching, there's a bit of bumping going on. GFL's keen to go with Black Dynamite there. So it looks like the Alpha Boys have been shuffled down a little bit, but Black Dynamite's right in the back of Dan here. So Barry's got a good start too off the second row. Black Dynamite trying to go down the outside into turn 4. Who's the Alpha car in the background there? That's just said Dan flying. Oh boy. That's not gone well. So Black Dynamite there has come to 3rd position with JFL in 4th now. Flat 6 up to 5th with Lardas in 6th. A couple more Glazer, Luminous and the Bad Doctor. Oh, Flat 6 got really way off track there on the inside there. He's surely going to have a penalty for that. There it is, 1.6 seconds. That's going to hurt. So JFL is going to be keen to get in this one too. He's 4th position so far, right behind Black Dynamite, who's right behind Berry. So Scotty's going to walk away, but this is what V8 was saying. He's going for the 1-2 already. Can he tuck under the back of Berry along the straight and use the power of the Aston? This thing's got very, very long legs. Look at this. A little bit of a look each way. He's going to try and get around the outside. That's going to be brave. He's trying to get around the outside. Berry's going to hold him out wide. Side by side in the run to 1. GFL's waiting to pounce here too, guys. Berry goes very deep. Too deep. Black Dynamite cuts across. Nice work from Black Dynamite there. In the background there, GFL's giving Berry a bit of a hip and shoulder. Shuts the door on him. So the CP Counterpunch guys have both had a bit of an interesting start to the race. But it's...
the battle for 6th, 7th and 8th is going off at the moment right now as well.
Bad Doctor goes too deep. Look out, they're 3 wide. Oh, he's come back across the Atlantis.
Filthy around the outside.
Look at these guys. These guys have just gone off. This is crazy. There's so much going on, I can't keep up with it. So Lardas leads Luminous, who's Glaze is right behind him. Who's that down the inside? Filthy with a big dive down the inside. That was a brave one. Oh, it's Soupy back. Look at this. Dan's in it now too.
Grim Jet's made a few spots there too.
These guys are just playing for keeps back here, aren't they? Crikey.
What a battle. Dazza and Subaru have both had big issues on lap 1 by the look of it. They're trailing the field pretty significantly. Not sure what happened there with Dazza, but he's a long way off.
I think Subaru had a big issue on the first lap. He come off and I think he nailed someone.
Oh dear.
I think we might have to buy him. Oh, here we go. It's Luminous and Glazer down the front straight. Glazer on the outside, Luminous on the inside. The Bad Doctor's waiting to pounce. Dan's right there as well. Oh, these boys are trying to go too wide through there. That's brave. Look at these guys. It's nose to tail. You can't put a piece of paper between those two cars. Bad Doctor's on the outside now. He's going to run right up behind Lardas, Luminous. These two sound so much similar. Glazer's having another look on the inside. They're too wide again. Look at this. These guys are nuts. Bad Doctor's going to have a look down the inside. That's brave again. Wow. Tell you what, hats off to Luminous there. He's definitely keeping these guys at bay. Oh, Glazer's a look. It's going to get the Bad Doctor on the inside as well. The Bad Doctor, bit of a touch, another touch. Oh boy. Goes Filthy again.
Now Dan's come up into the back
in it
of
as well. Look at this, Grim Death's in it. They're all here. They're all in it together. Hopefully there's something important going on at the front because these guys are having a crack of a race back here. This is for 9th, 10th, 11th, guys. Look at Filthy in it as well now.
Oh, and Subaru's caught up to the back of it too. Grim Death and Subaru. That's the extent of this battle.
Wow. Door handle to door handle stuff. I've got to go further forward though, sorry guys, there's a battle up here as well. Alright, back to the battle. Tell you what though, there's been some door handle touching, a bit of paint swapping, but these guys have kept it fairly clean considering the 3 and 4 wide at stages there.
Absolutely. Nothing too
battle for third. Untoward. Battle for second there guys. GFL and Black Dynamite are having a bit of a run. I'm going to stay up here with these guys for a bit. Give them a bit of TV time considering they're actually fighting for the lead of the race. So GFL's really starting to lean on the back of the Ragged Edge Aston Martin of Black Dynamite there. So definitely keen to get himself right at the front this time, GFL.
Slightly better tyre wear on the BMW too, it's worth noting, but same fuel load.
You can see it too in the way the cars are being driven too. Black Dynamite looks like he's really working the car hard, whereas GFL just seems to be just tucked in nicely, waiting for the opportunity to come.
Oh,
little nudge there. Almost created himself an opportunity there.
Meanwhile, Scotty's checked out 5 seconds ahead in the lead.
He has a bit, hasn't he? See you guys. Have fun back there. I'm just going to go off and win the race if you don't mind. Catch us later.
See you in supercars next season.
How's that battle at the back of the field looking? Looks like those triangles are all crossed up again. They're all getting squished up along the straight.
Absolutely.
So it's that 8th backwards.
We've got Darkside up the inside of Luminous at turn 1.
It's for
May
7th.
have been a bit of contact down into the centre S.
It looks like there's a little bit of damage on the front of the Aston there. You hear a pen clicking in the background.
Luminous has lost a couple of positions on the back of that. And, the optimist / the pessimist up the inside.
Look at these guys, are still going at it.
Oh, it's Subaru.
Oh, big lose. Massive. We saw that one.
Oh,
that was
dear.
never going to happen. Wow. That was
very
a big one.
ambitious.
Who was that down the inside? I think they might have been Filthy on the inside of that, actually. That was
that was huge.
That was a big one. Oh! Dan just gets in the back of somebody.
Luminous off. And Filthy's off as well. Oh, it's all happening.
It's all happening in the back of the field. Oh, back to the front. Where is it? Scotty there, 5.2 seconds clear of Black Dynamite, who's still holding off GFL. Get back on with these guys for a bit now, because they're actually racing for a podium position. Want to give them a bit of TV time. Yeah,
what a great battle. GFL's got some good pace here up onto the main straight. He's in the slipstream. They're going to fire it up the inside into turn 1. I think he
Let's
is.
have a look. Jeez, Black Dynamite goes so deep in the Aston, doesn't he?
Oh, that's amazing in the Aston. Great run out through turn 2 and turn 3.
Yeah, Jeffel got bottled up there
Walking
because Black Dynamite went so deep into the corner then had to slow up quite a lot, whereas Jeffel couldn't get his run because he'd blocked the exit line for him. He just couldn't get through. Great bit of defensive driving from Black Dynamite, really.
And he's gone too deep. GFL into turn 4, sorry.
Watch this space, guys. Barry's on the way.
Here comes Berry. Gap hovering around 1.1 second at the moment. Flat stick still in touch with the top 5, which is a great result for him.
So just have to. Oh, here we go. GFL has a look down the inside. He's on the inside. Black Dynamite holds him out wide again. Again, another little touch from look at Berry though. He's on it now. He's right on him. He's going to get Flat Stick invited in the party very shortly as well. So these guys are not doing themselves any favours by slowing each other up like this. Because I tell you what, after watching Berry race the last couple of rounds, I did not want him on my back bumper anytime soon. So these two guys here having the little battle. They might both lose position shortly.
This will be very interesting to watch. Some good racecraft on display between these three.
Good to see Flat Stick up there too, really.
Absolutely. He's had some great pace. He's worked his way up from Super 2B. Had a win, had a couple of poles. Great to see him up in the Super 2A and challenging for a top 5, which is fantastic.
GFL's just wandered off the back a little bit now. Berry's lost a lot of speed to them as well. He's backed out to 1.2 seconds off the back of these guys, so there's been a bit of a concertina effect there. And they've all squished together, and now they've all starting to spread out again. Flat Stick's definitely on the move. We go back here. Saladas is currently P6, Dark Side, Bad Doctor. He's currently in the marquee position, number 7. It looks like he might be just getting a little bit of gaining on Lada, so he might be alright for a top 6 there. Back up the front here with these guys though. So GFL's back on the back of Black Dynamite. Barry there's still hunting. Scotty they're just walking the car home. Probably won't run it quite as fast as he did last time because he doesn't want to take away his little cushion that he had. But these guys are really going at it. And what could this be doing for the fuel load on these cars too though, because these guys are really, really pushing. Yeah. These guys
the last place as well is much the same. Their last 4 positions are really pushing hard and they're really leaning on the tyres and fuel. So interesting to see if they can actually make it home from this point.
A lot of cars were borderline last race. A lot of cars ran out of fuel towards. I think it was 2 or 3 cars ran out of fuel towards the end of the race. So they've got to be careful.
Well, Subaru P12 is under half a tank of fuel just crossing the line on starting lap 8 now. He will struggle. So will Dazza. And so will Luminous. So
can we get a tyre and fuel check on P2 and 3, please, sir? Because these are still going out at hammering times.
Okay, so Black Dynamite is using the tyres a little more hard than GFL. GFL also is better on the fuel save, so GFL is in the box seat here, right on the back of Black Dynamite. Better fuel, better tyres, and it seems like he's able to hold his entry line at his apex a little bit better than the Ragged Edge Aston Martin.
That Revolution BMW looks to be really well set up for race circuit, like race conditions. He's been real smooth, just deliberate with his lines, and the car just seems to
all of the track too. GFL
exactly. The car just goes where he puts it by the looks of it too. Whereas you see Black Dynamite slightly ahead there, his car's a bit more jittery. Obviously set up for more of a quick one lap. But
he's having to take a slightly more conservative line through the corners, not wanting to run it right out to the edge in case he runs too
bit
wide.
of a tap. Is that JFL gone?
Contact.
JFL's gone! He's gone! There's a little bit of a touch on the entry there. Can he recover?
Just squeeze.
Oh, he's going to have to wait now. Lardos is coming too. That's going to get the bad doctor through as well. Oh, that's devastating.
Is killing his race.
He's stuck again. He's still waiting. Positions. Oh, no. Back to 9th.
Second to 9th in one corner.
Tell you what though, it's got Flat Stick to 5th, Lardass to 6th. Oh, Lardass to 5th, Bad Doctor to 6th. Berry's up to P3 now.
Dan and the Optimist in 7th and 8th, very close as well.
Alright, go back there and have a bit of a bo peep with these fellas, having a bit of a run round. So we're back with a Cannon Punch and Revolution party. Tell you what, Dan's car's looking really good too, isn't it?
It certainly is, and he'll be driving through the field here. He's all over Glazer. Coming into the duckbill here. Bit of a wide line into the dipper. What are you doing to turn 12?
A very patient drive from him so far. He's a bit wide there though.
Oh, and he sprayed it at Junkow. Give the Glazer a lifeline there on lap 9.
So the gap between 2nd and 3rd is now 1.4 seconds. Black Dynamite back to Berry, who's on that nice little recovery drive so far in the Hyundai. And we got Flat Stick there, all on his own there in 4th position. Having a great race so far though. A little bit of a penalty. Oh, that's going to be wide. Did he get away with that?
I think he'll be okay there.
Oh, that would have been as close as you want to get to a penalty through there. Wow. Lardass is
very late past the Marshalls box there into turn 4.
Oh, Lardass wide again there as
Holds
well.
onto it.
The Bad Doctor currently P6.
Up to P6. That's a good result there so far. Starting from P11 up to P6. Made some positions, and he looks like he's got some pace coming onto the back of Lardass.
This will be where the difference is. This last bit of the race here. This is where the couple of cars are going to get light on fuel. So both the Alpha Hyundais ran out of fuel in the last race. So will that play a factor this time again?
Well, it's interesting. Lardass and the Bad Doctor are identical on tyre wear. Can't split them, but Bad Doctor is a little worse off for fuel. So if they're struggling, the Alphas are struggling to get home on 14 laps, then Bad Doctor is going to have to conserve from this point. So you wonder if he has enough pace to get past him.
Berry's just starting very, very slowly range up in the back of Black Dynamite here too. Not doing it too quickly. It looks like he's looking after the car a bit, but he is definitely getting closer. Where's Scotty? Oh, Scotty's the next postcode. 5 seconds clear of the field and just cruising home. Nice little Thursday night drive for him.
Definitely the class of the field tonight.
What do you think though, V8? Is this your 1-2 that you've been talking about? What if these guys are under instructions to do a form finish across the line? Just saying, it'll look pretty good with the 2 BRC cars. Just saying. I'm still pretty sure Blacklight's going to intend to pull that off so far. Tell you what though, Berry's going to have a bit something to say about that though. He's 0.8 of a second off the back of Black Dynamite now in closing.
Berry is not going to give that to them. He's right on it here.
He's just found something, hasn't he?
His lap times. You could set your watch to Berry's lap times. He's 31s every single lap for the last 7 laps. Unbelievable. Very very solid, consistent drive from Berry there.
Big wiggle out of the last turn there. He's closed right up now.
Say the same. Black Dynamite also done the same. It's, mid 31s for the entire race from what we can see. So
wow.
Class driving from these guys. They're very, very consistent.
Tell you what, looks like it's starting to close up, bring 6th, 7th, 8th as well. Judging by what I can see on the map.
Well, Black Dynamite's having a little bit of front right tyre wear issue compared to Berry. He's going to have more grip into the left-handers, so it'll be interesting to see what happens from here. 2 laps to go.
Did something happen to Scotty then? Because it just chucked a massive amount of time out of him. Huge amount of time. Maybe he might have had a slight issue there.
Potentially. I've got him at 4.7 seconds in front of Black Dynamite at the moment. The battle for 2nd and 3rd is still hot. Back down the field. Glazer and Darkside still battling it out with Lardas for 5th, 6th and 7th. Great battle cooking there. The rest of the field's fairly spread out.
She's on here for second. It's on. She's very impressive through that sector. That's through the second sector there. He's just through that twisty bit there. The Hyundai just on fire through there. Oh!
Got more grip on turn into turn 12. It sets him up for the run on the straight and the slipstream there.
That's that really wide run through there. He's going to tuck himself in now. Still not quite close enough though. 0.3. Bit of a weave there. It was weird.
Just trying to stick in Black Dynamite's mirrors. Let him know he's there. Both of them got through the centre S quite well. Black Dynamite a little bit wide, but still holding some pace. He's made some time through the first sector there.
This is great racing so far.
Yeah, 2 benchmark operators right here doing very, very well. Super consistent, nice and clean. Good lines. Very pushing quite wide through 6, 7.
Oh, hang on. Flat Six had a big issue. Flat Six dropped right back to the pack behind him, and these guys are going to catch him quickly now. He must have had a big problem. Might have got a penalty out of 2 or 3 there, because he's just lost like 4.5 seconds to Berry, and it's dropped right back into the clutches of this battle pack that's just caught up.
Plastic has had a couple of issues into the lakeside descent. Maybe that's what's happened there.
It's going to be really interesting in a minute now. Oh, he's gone way too deep. Oh, look at this battle here, though. The Bad Doctor, Glazer, and Dan.
Oh, something's happened to Berry. He's 5 seconds off Black Dynamite now.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he's had a massive moment. Huge moment. Well, there goes the podium, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 lap to go.
There's your 1-2 there for V8. How's this battle going?
Wow,
Look at this battle here.
7 seconds up.
Oh, wow! Glazer with a dive down the inside of the Bad Doctor into turn 1. What a move! Just tucked her in there at the last second and through she went. Now Dan's going to have a look too. I think this might be that fuel compromise you were talking about earlier, because the Bad Doctor's car's losing pace.
Oh, and Dan is right on the limit of making.
Look at these guys here. They're right on Lardas. Look, they're right on Lardas.
Darkside is going to struggle to make it home from here with this pace in this pack. He's not going to be able to coast it from here, and he's going to struggle to make out the rest of the lap. Flat Stick with a 1 second penalty in front as well.
I can't watch.
Oh.
Oh, that was a different one.
Dan's picked up a 2 second penalty. 3 quarters to go.
Better go to the front. So Scotty's going to win it. Just cruising down the straight, nice and slow. Tries to get doesn't quite get the photo finish, but Black Dynamite finishes 1.4 seconds behind him. Berry finishes in 3rd. Looks like Flat Stick might grab 4th. It's going to be close though. Lardos is on him. Flat Stick holds on for 4th. Nice job.
Bad Doctor is out of fuel on the line.
And makes it. Dan for 8th. JFL for 9th. Grim Death gets in the 10.
Well done, Grim Death, on the top 10. Not too far behind in P11.
Daz in 12. We have Luminous there. And Subaru. After some interesting races.
Bag, I think. Luminous just there. And
there
Subaru,
you go.
A race to forget.
There you go, guys. That's a Ragged Edge 1-2. V8 called it.
Ragged Edge.
V8 called it pre-race. Great to see. And again, Scotty with a sweep. Pole position, fastest lap, clean race. Comes the driver of the day calls already. Drifter was about to eat his fingers up here in the race. Love it. That was a great result from Ragged Edge. Agree with you there, Captain. Good to see. Here comes the driver of the day. So what have we got so far? Well, Scotty says, driver of the day Dynamite, what a battle. Bad Doctor got booted as the race ended. At least you crossed the line, mate, so he's still finished.
Yeah, it could have been Clint. P4 on the line with a disconnect.
Yeah, 300 metres from the line, he gets disconnected, poor bugger. V8 says, driver of the day for the Black Dynamite. Noble says, well done, CP, solid points. Dadson says, driver of the day, Black Dynamite. Driver of the day for Scotty for Drifter. Can't really fault those drivers. Yeah, I agree with you there. Drifter, he was a class above tonight, wasn't he, really? He's so keen, he's off doing more laps.
I think Scotty's done his best to let Black Dynamite get the photo finish there too, because he's gone from a 7-second lead to a 1.5 second.
Yeah, he was cruising, he was crawling at the line, but yeah, he couldn't quite make up the gap.
Couldn't have gone any slower. Oh, well done, Scotty. Great drive.
Drive of the day for Noble's Flat Stick. Yeah, it's a pretty good drive from Flat Stick tonight. I was very impressed with that. Considering he got a penalty right at the start of the race and could have bottled it from there, and he, pulled his sleeves up and tucked back in, and solid finish at the end. Interesting swing of affairs for some of the teams though. Like Revolution had a pretty rough night. Ragged Edge had a really good night.
Yeah, going back just quickly, his best result of the season so far. Round 1 he was P11, round 2 P13, so big step up from P13 to P4, so well done to Flat Stick.
We'll get back to you, Dadson. We've got to look at the points between the two races. It's actually up to Alpha Motorsport really more than anything, but I think they'll look at who got the most points overall for the night, and we'll go from there. The race within a race he was just asking about. So we're doing a bit of celebrating down the straight. Look, guys, there he is. Thanks for the bit, Dadson. That's it, Scotty. That's better. That's a good camera for it.
Love his enthusiasm.
A little bit of celebrations there. Waits for everyone else to leave the track and then just goes out and has a little bit of fun. And in the fence. That's going to cost out some money.
Been to the Will Davison School of Burnouts there, I think.
All right then, guys. Well, we might start wrapping it up a bit, I think, from here, from Interlagos, so we can we can go to bed. 'Cause it's a school night, guys.
Couple of great races there. Lots of close racing. Lots of good passes. Lots of door handle stuff there. So well done to the Super 2A guys. That was great to watch. Thanks for having me as your commentator or co-commentator for this evening. And thanks everyone in the stream for your patience for setting their grids and switching between races. It ain't easy, as they say. So thanks very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our telecast this evening.
Good job tonight, mate. Really appreciate you stepping up, jumping in and doing something a bit out of your comfort zone, which is good to see.
I did enjoy it, thank you. So hopefully at some point in the future, get us back.
I think that might be a pretty fair option. That's going to happen, I reckon.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just to wrap it up then, guys. So great job again for the chat tonight, guys. You guys are going off again. Good to see a lot of chat throughout the race, talking about strategy and whatnot. Good to see you guys really getting in and about it. Good to see the team owners and teammates and that all getting in and supporting the guys on the track. That's what this is all about, really, at the end of the day. So it's good to see. Thanks for the bits there from everybody that donated. I didn't quite keep up with all of them, but it was good to see a lot of guys donating again tonight. Great job there for the Super 2 Group A guys. Interesting couple of races. I think Mo's going to be busy, but we'll worry about that during the week. And yeah, I think we're all keen now to get back to Interlagos on Sunday night for Supercars Group B.
It's going to be action aplenty, I'm sure. There's been a build-up in that category. It's Supercars B. I think the B stands for bombshell. So I can't wait to see what happens there.
B stands for balanced, because it's a balanced grid. That's what it's for.
We'll have the Ambrose versus Murphy, the Berserker versus Captain battle up the front there, I think, in Supercars B. Looking forward to that. 2 different races to watch everyone battle it out. The GT update with the tyre wear has thrown a spanner in the works there. What we saw in the Supercars A race may well not be the case for what happens in Supercars B. So anything could happen there. It's going to be some close racing all the way to the line, as we saw tonight. Difficult to get the cars across the line if you get stuck in a battle. So
yeah,
can't wait to see what happens there.
Yeah, fuel's the big issue, as we've seen tonight. So tyres aren't really as big of an issue as they were for Supercars A. A lot of those guys really fell off the cliff for rubber in that race, but in this race here, it was more along the lines of fuel being the conserving thing. So a lot of the guys got really, really light for fuel towards the end of the race. So it'll be interesting to see what the B guys do.
Guys limping across the line with nothing in the tank. So those battles rage on lap after lap. You will pay the price and may not make it to the end. So that will be very interesting to watch.
Anyway, guys, on that note then, we might wrap it up for the night. I hope you enjoyed watching Thrillhouse Supercars Super 2A from Interlagos, and also the Super 3 boys at Dragon Tail Gardens too. So just a quick shout out there for Noble too for hosting the room. Thanks very much, mate. Almost forgot to do that at the end of the telecast, but really appreciate you stepping up and doing that again for us, mate. That room went really, really well.
Great category, Super 3.
Yeah, it's a great panel. It's a great category. I'm really impressed with the Super 3 boys.
We get to see some great racing there and some new guys in the teams. So, yeah, fantastic stuff in Super 3.
Yeah. Alrighty then, guys. We'll try again. Third time lucky. Alright. So next up we got Supercars Group B from Interlagos on Sunday night with a familiar voice in the box, if I'm not mistaken. So look forward to that. Otherwise, guys, you all take care. Have a good end of the week, and we will see you on Sunday night.